Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, 4 down. Do.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Raven first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Check. That's it. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A carry for Foreman, and he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Jackson will keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, orbit.
I know he ain't got it.
Play.
53.
To throw from his end zone. Duncan able to get this to Gordon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Hey, Haywood.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Operating from the gun, Duncan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the fly.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jackson escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And an alley to run. 20. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 49 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big stop, G. Big stop. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. So don't say
Go, go. Topper, topper.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Too little, Cap.
Get it.
Throwing again. Duncan. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Duncan. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Down. 60 or.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Bravo.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go, D. Hey, just,
Go.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 49.
Hey, exit.
The mic. They can't hang with us. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Duncan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
45. Mike, 45. It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Jumper. Jumper.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 45. Mike, 45. I got it. Let's go. Travel. Back. Go. Wide motion. 45.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On the set.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's go, buddy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Go.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
6-6, pull it high.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Look at me, zipper. You ain't doing nothing today.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
You ready?
Mike's 49. Come on. Come on, D.
Yo, go, go. General West.
From the gun, Duncan. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Slam, slam.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani blocker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up second and a yard at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it here with Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Gordon on first down. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 43.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready, set.
53, Mike. Check 53, Mike. Let's go.
'61, matchbox lights.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready.
53, Mike. Yeah, that's what I do.
5.
53 to Mike. 53, check.
Ready.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Ravens.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. First down, and it's Hill again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey. Hey, Echo.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, man up, D.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Duncan looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw on second down. Duncan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, team 6. 5.
Back to throw. Duncan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go now. Check 45 in your face.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Ready. 18 gainer. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On second down, it's Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's funny. Go back ace.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Run for Pollard.
Push it, boys.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on third down. Duncan. Over the middle, complete. Taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
He's not ever looking.
Check 52.
Okay.
Greystone travel.
Kill, turn up.
Get it.
Off the bootleg. Duncan. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got it at the 15.
This is the shit, man. I just don't. Accurately 60 yards down the field as he's being fucking driven to the ground.
Are they ever red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like these momentum to launch another one.
The fact that you can throw 60 yards accurately down the field while you're like halfway on the ground, that's a shit.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, wahoo!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
The ball will come out 58.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now.
53's the mark.
Hey, high 7. Ready.
Looking to throw. Duncan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He's probably going to take the 3 right here.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
49. Coming to you, coming to you.
Yes, yes. Hit it.
From the gun, Duncan. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Man.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Same chance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right here, right here.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is
Get
incomplete.
it, man. I don't
By the
get
way,
it.
I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. What is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, I'll take the read option, please, and thank you.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's taken
If you
down,
just
but able
literally
to
just
slip
put your
across
head
the
on a track
35.
for that guy, that's a
It's a
touchdown,
pickup
bro.
of 11 at a Baltimore first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll go with Hill here on first down.
You literally sees the safety and walks right past him, bro. You get that block. That's
it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board.
Bro. You
as we
cannot
get
be
set
serious
for
with some of this shit, man. Like, legit. Fucking mind blowing, bro. Fucking mind blowing, man.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left. Hey. Check 50.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left.
All this extra shit. Just juke the man, Lamar.
25 after a gain of 5.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Check 45 to Mike. We got it. 45. Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
45. Mike, 45. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he comes back with one.
Are you kidding me? Bro, they just passed the line.
And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
He's past the fucking line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down.
Thank you.
And they're in punt formation.
That was garbage,
a fairly
man.
short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Past the line, son, and they don't give them the first down. Like, what?
At the 43-yard line.
Jesus Christ.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
45, Mike, 45.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews.
Tired.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's make these. Shoot! Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Leaving guys on RPA.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Wow, look at that.
Sponge. No.
I can't get him over there.
37's the Mike 37. All day, every day, any day.
Catch clear.
37's the Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will be very close to a first down. But I see the
fucking me out of touchdown, bro. Like, legit. Watch this play, bro. Where does my man end up? Where does my man end up? He's in the end zone. My man is in the end zone, bro.
Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50.
Lamar, you better catch him, I swear you better catch him, Lamar.
The 20. 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him
Is that an offensive line playing tight end? Oh, my God.
To let him get settled back in.
They told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Yo.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
This motherfucker about to die.
Here's Hill one more time. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Okay.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
No.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. To throw on 2nd down. Duncan. Going right side here, and it's complete.
That's not a look. I don't know what it is.
Just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Orbit.
49 the mark. 49.
Yep.
He can't hang.
Operating from the gun, Duncan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That second down play nets a -4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Duncan. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. There's nothing available there for him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Oink.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved his hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
They probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I believe it, man.
45.
To throw again. Branch. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's funny, man. GG.